Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called Close Calls. This is from S&Drive Cinema and Scream Team Releasing, and it's directed by Richard Stringham. This movie follows Morgan, played by Jordan Phipps, and she is grounded, and her father is going out on a date, but so she has the house to herself, and she also has a box of drugs, and all this stuff in her house. You know, she's pretty rich, she's a spoiled little girl, and all she has to do is take care of her grandmother, remember to give her her meds, and all this stuff starts to happen in her house. She starts getting these pranked phone calls, and she starts having visions of her dead mother, and all these different things are starting to happen, and as the drugs start to take hold, she's getting more and more paranoid on who she can trust and who's out to get her. So Morgan just wants to survive the night without losing her mind. The movie was released this year, 2019, but I believe it was started filming, I want to say, and I'm probably wrong, for some reason 2016 is sticking in my head. It might have started filming, maybe it was 2017. I'm not quite sure. Now that I'm thinking about it, for some reason 2016 was in my head, and then you know, it took a while or something like that. But I might be wrong on that. but it did officially come out in 2019, and this is the special edition collection from Scream Team Releasing, and it came out from S&Drive Cinema. Now I don't know if it's S&Drive Cinema because I see S&Drive Cinema like their logo, and then it says S&G Drive Cinema. So I don't know what is the right one, but that's the original people that made this and had it, and then Scream Team Releasing came and did this collector's edition with the slipcover and everything. But the movie, to be honest, I was surprised. It's definitely a shout out to a lot of genres, a lot of Italian genres, like a lot of you know, shout outs to like Dario Argento and you know, that kind of stuff. Like, it's very psychedelic, like trippy kind of like shots in this, and there's a lot of red lighting in this, which, you know, is another shout out. And you know, it's not a bad movie, I'll be honest. It's a long run time. It's like over 2 hours, and I'm probably sure a lot of people probably like, oh my god, 2 hours. When I saw the 2 hour runtime, I was like, wow. But I wasn't bored at all, you know, watching it for the 2 hours. It kind of felt like 2 hours, to be honest, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this sucks, or like I want to stop this, because I watched it straight through, right through the 2 hours. So that's a good sign right there. If I see a movie for 2 hours, sometimes it takes me 2 days to watch. But I sat down and I watched it straight through for the 2 hours, and I was not bored. I had, you know, it was a good movie. I enjoyed watching this. Jordan Phipps, I had mentioned her before in a review I did for Amazon Hotbox, and she has a very, very small role in that. And I believe she was in that after she did this, so that's actually, you know, more newer than this. But and she has such a small part in that, which is a shame, because she's such a good actress. Like, she really, really is. I think she did a great job in this. She's very, very beautiful woman, and she can act. Like, she's fantastic. And I said it in the Amazon Hotbox review. I said, this is one person to look out for in the future, because I know there's a lot of you know, B-movie actresses out there that you know, horror actresses and that I say, like, I like, and I like to see them in movies and that. And some of them are really good actresses. Some are better than others. Some get better with time. And the only other movie I saw her in besides Amazon Hotbox was 1031, and she was pretty good in that. It wasn't like a major big role for her, but she was good in that. And I remembered her from that. And then she was in this, because I looked her up. I'm like, what else was this girl in? And then I saw this, and I was actually supposed to review this a while ago, and they gave me the digital copy, and I feel bad because I never reviewed it. I watched a little bit of it, and I didn't give it the time it should have. I wish I did, because it was worth watching. And so I apologize again to the director and whoever else sent me the link. I'm sorry I never got to it, but I did want to buy a copy anyway, and you know, do the review and support it. and I'm glad, because I did enjoy this. I did enjoy the movie, but I'm sorry I didn't do the review sooner. And I'll be honest, I don't know why I do it. I ask for the copy, hoping that I'll get an actual copy, and then I get the digital copy, and I think, oh, all right, I'll do it. But I hate just sitting here not holding up a physical product. You know, I like this. I like to be able to show what's inside and that. So that's really like another reason. Like if people send me you know, an online screener, and if I don't sometimes get to it, or it takes me a long time, it's because I just hate the setup. I know it's like so stupid. It's simple. Like I just put like the image over here and me sitting here. I hate doing that. I'd rather hold this up and have some to touch, you know. And I'm glad when I saw that this was coming out from Scream Team Releasing, because I like Scream Team Releasing. They you know, they put out a lot of good stuff. I knew I wanted to get it, especially Jordan Phipps. Jordan Phipps is another one now that whatever she is in, I will get the movie. But the movie, like I said, it is trippy. It's very trippy. They do so many different camera shots in this, and there's so many like creepy, eerie shots. Like maybe the grandmother, she's not like she gets like, I don't want to say grotesque, but she gets more and more creepier every time you see her. Like she almost deteriorating in a way, and the way the lighting is and the way it's shot, it's pretty gross. Like she wants this like cheese soup or something, so she makes her it, and it drops on the floor, and then she like, and the floor is disgusting. Like, and I don't get this either. They live in this such nice house. This is the one thing that's trippy. I don't know if it's the drugs and you're seeing it from her perspective, or if this is how they treat the grandmother. But the house is like, they're rich. They're rich. Her closet is like two of my rooms in this house, and she like has a literally walk-in closet that could be like a bedroom. And they have this grandmother in an attic, like 3 floors up or whatever, locked in the attic, and it's like wooden floors, and you know, spiders crawling everywhere. There's cobwebs, there's rats and shit. Well, I guess there's shit, I didn't see any shit, but there's like, you know, stuff all over the place. It's gross. And this like cheese soup or whatever it is drops on the floor, and there's a lot of food abuse in this movie, by the way. Not a lot, but there is. It drops on the floor, and my grandmother's like, oh, it's alright, it's still good, look. And she starts eating it, and that's disgusting. I was like, oh, like of all the things in the movie, that like grossed me out the most. But when I say food abuse, in the beginning, Jordan, well, Morgan, is she's like stoned and that, so she of course goes down, she's the munchie, she goes down to get something to eat. She has some pizza, and she puts like this lots of ranch dressing on it. And the first thing I think is, yeah, that's a woman right there. You know, you're not afraid to fucking drown your pizza in ranch. That's awesome. And she goes to bite, and then like the phone rings or something, and she drops it right on the floor, and I'm like, oh, like right in my head I'm thinking, that is such a waste of food. I mean, look at me. Do I look like I waste food? Well, you know. But anyway, it's just like stuff like that kind of made me laugh too. You know, it wasn't comical or anything, but it made me laugh. Also, the score in this is excellent. Like the music they have playing throughout this fits the entire movie perfectly, and it's by Rocky Gray, who did The Barn and also 1031. So that's probably another reason why. I mean, The Barn, Scream Team Releasing, also put that out as well. I'm in the special edition credits if you look through it. Anyway, and like the visual effects by Les Galusha, I don't know who did Contracted. The visuals in this are awesome, very trippy, but not enough to hurt your eyes or anything. But it's very, very trippy. Like the whole like they look like they're running, and but they're running still, and the background's like flipping like around, like upside down. Like that's kind of cool. That they did that. Or like she'll walk in a room and she could tell she's kind of scared, because it's like her grandmother. She don't know what to expect, and like she's not moving, but her body's moving forward like this, and you know, she's moving, but she's not walking. You know what I mean? She's floating. That's the word. She's floating, and it's kind of cool, like how they did that, and it was like pretty seamless. Is that the word? Like just flowed. She just flowed. There's even a scene in the restaurant where where Morgan's father goes with his date, and there's like a reaction because the date gets all, they got all hot and heavy, and they went to the bathroom, and he yells, and there's like a scene with the, you know, the people sitting down at their tables eating, and then and people are like looking around that, and one of them is actually Jordan Phipps' husband. Well, now husband, then not then. Yeah, not then husband, but now actual husband in real life. And in the gag reel, he like over exaggerates it a lot. So it was, you know, and I only know that because I also follow her on Instagram and that. So, so I know what he looks like. And it was just like, oh, I know that guy. That's, you know, that's her husband. So it's cool that he was involved in this as well. And you know, but it was it looked like too with the behind the scenes and that, looked like they had a fun time watching it or making this movie, which is funny because like this movie is like pretty serious, and then you see like behind the scenes and it's like they're joking, trying not to laugh, all this kind of stuff. And the stuff that happens to her in this movie, it's like there's a lot of touchy stuff, like kind of like date raping in a way, and then like the whole down to the whole answering the door, you know, let a stranger in the house, you know, the dangers of that, stuff like that. It's just a lot of things that are like true to things that happened today. Wow, I can't talk. But you know, it's a lot of touchy subjects, and it's like true things that happen as well. And she sure does have a lot of drugs. Like she has a box of drugs that she just basically wants to get high and just sit in the house. She's under house arrest and all that. She just wants to mellow out in the house. And but the ending is a little strange. I'll be honest, I don't really totally understand how the ending came about. Maybe the director can message me and explain it a little bit more to me, or maybe I'll just watch the commentary. I'm very horrible with that. I do not watch commentary. And I wish I did. I don't do it. If I do, it's way down the road that if I ever do it. And the only one I ever really did with that was I watched, like, you know, Dawn of the Dead or something like that. And I do like commentary, but I didn't want to sit down for another 2 hours right after watching this, listen to the commentary. That's just me. One day I'll listen to it. But you know, anyway, with all that being said, yes, I did actually like this movie. I think it's very cool. I thought it was trippy, and it's very long, a little long, but I honestly don't know what you could cut out of it to make it, you know, shorter, because I think that would ruin parts of the movie. So I think it's, you know, fine to where it is. I think it's perfect length for it. I think if you cut anything, it would ruin the movie. So there's that. So now let me show you what's inside of this collector's edition. Well, the first thing you have here is this slip cover. It comes up here, and the inside here is, you know, it's signed by Jordan and Richard Stringham, and you know, that's reversible as well. I'll show you that. But first I'll show you this one. This is the you only get this with the limited collector's edition, and this is the artwork. I don't know who does this artwork, and I apologize for that, but it's pretty cool artwork. And then you have it on the back, the grandmother there. It's kind of funny looking, like she's in a sun, but it's like not a sun. I don't know, or maybe she's like I don't know, but it's just crazy. And it shows that, and then like you got the side close calls, nice big fat fonts there, fat fonts. And here you have this cover here with, like I said, Jordan Phipps and Richard Stringham have an autographed on here. I would have liked to have more autographs. You know, that would have been cool. But, you know, maybe one day I'll see them at a convention or something and get autographs. But you got that cover there with this on the spine. And then you have this reversible artwork, which is pretty cool as well. And she's answering the phone. And right there. That's pretty cool too. And here you have the special features. If you want to pause it now, you can check that out. And on the inside here you have a Blu-ray and a DVD, and they are region free, and a sticker from Scream Team Releasing. Also, when you order the collector's edition, you get this, I believe it's an 11x17 poster of Close Calls, signed also by Jordan Phipps and Richard Stringham. So yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I think it's definitely worth a watch. It's very trippy if you're into those kind of movies. Like I said 100 times, it's trippy. I also believe it is for free to watch now on Amazon Prime. It's on one of those kind of things, but I believe Amazon Prime, it's for free to watch right now. So there you go. If you are on the fence about actually buying this, it's on there to watch for free. And if you do enjoy it and you want to buy it, I'll put a link below where you can pick that up. Also, I'll put the trailer below, and like I say with everything, proceed with caution. It may contain spoilers. Also, give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on any one of the social media links in the description box below. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.